Hi guys.
Welcome to our sausage. We're having a sausage party. We have a donut off to the left. Like Beck's tried to work the donut.
I was going to sit in the donut for this podcast, but...
We wouldn't fit. I wasn't going to sit a donut.
Can fit it.
And you want me to sit on your... She has a big ball in her bedroom. Like it's a great big ball. No, we're not going to roll the ball in here.
We're in. Sorry for those that can't see if you're listening to us while you're like driving or something. But we're in Geneva, and I booked this place because I
based on the sausage. She saw the picture of the sausage, and it has a pole in the kitchen. So it was the white pole and the sausage, the donut and the ball. That's how Bec picked this place. Well done.
Well, I saw it because I was looking for somewhere to stay, and I found it. It's like an Airbnb, but it's made by some architecture, interior design company or whatever. I don't know.
An interior design company sounds like about right.
Well, I think that's
like, does she own it? Or
so
does she...
I think so. So there's like the host, and then there's a co-host, and the co-host I think is her son who works for the interior design company.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. But when I booked it, it was a really risky book because it had one review. It's a new listing. Like, the host has only just started
everyone
hosting.
saw the sausage picture and said, we're not staying there. Beck saw the sausage picture and goes, this could be fun.
No, the host, she's only just started hosting, but I went to her profile and it looks like she's stayed at a bunch of Airbnbs previously and she had a lot of reviews for her being a guest, but she's only just started actually hosting. So there wasn't many reviews to go off, but I was like, well, it looks like it's in a nice part of town. It looks pretty funky. And
funky. Funky, I don't think is the right word, but sitting under a sausage and saying funky. The breeze.
It's funky. I like it. I mean...
Of course you like it.
It's a bit stuffy. And
right, it could... No, the place is beautiful and clean.
It's beautiful and clean. There isn't a dishwasher. There's no
There's no clothes washer, which is why... What a friggin' pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a pain.
How hard is it to put a clothes washing machine in here? They've got so much room in this place, you can put it in anywhere.
I don't know.
Like, it's got 2 toilets. One of them you get the beautiful ability to sit with nature. Well, if you open the window, you're pretty much sitting on the roof. And if you hit flush, it's like a friggin' explosion. It nearly comes up over the edge.
Oh my God.
You know, it at least gets rid of the logs. There'll be no logs staying here. They're gone. It's sort of heavier than a friggin' Canadian log ring river.
Oh my God. No, it's cool. It's got character. It's
well, I used your shower because I wasn't going to.
Perfect.
You weren't in there, I don't think. But I might use mine tomorrow. Your shower's a little bit restrictive.
Restrictive?
Yes, very restrictive.
Why?
Well, it's the tub, so your feet end up like this.
A granny killer.
A granny killer, and I end up getting speed wobbles. I'm trying to do the cat dance in there, practicing.
Why?
For tomorrow. I'm practicing for Tomorrowland.
Why would you do that in there? It's such a
because it's like if it rains, I need to practice my dance in the rain.
It did rain at Tomorrowland last year.
Right, so I need to practice in the rain. For my shower, I still think you should use my shower.
Why?
Because it's like the curtains, you end up with green boobs and people
Why
can
are you
look...
thinking about my boobs?
Because the people can look from the windows across there in at your green
I don't
boobs.
want them to look at my green boobs. Thank you very much.
You could take the donut in with you.
I really want to sit in the donut for the potty.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's 101 episodes.
No.
You idiot. Yeah, I must admit, it's a...
Is this a really nice...
This is the 4th time I've been to Geneva.
It's the 3rd time I've been.
I've always thought Geneva was like this square window, square building, no people.
No, but this place is really...
And very average food. But so far, where we're staying, like, this is why the world has to go back to. Every shop has got made in the shop or... Like the glasses lady who tried to accost me today.
Tried to what?
Accost or whatever the word is.
What's a cust?
It's like custard, I don't know. Well, I had to say to her, look, yeah, no, my wife never lets me make decisions about my looks on my own, so I'll come back later on with my wife.
Your wife's in Australia.
Oh, that's why I said we had to go the other side of the road when we walked back, because I didn't want her thinking that you were my wife. She surely should put me at a higher class than that.
No, it's really cute. It feels like we're in some... It doesn't feel like we're in a city. It feels like we're in like a little village somewhere. It's really cute.
Where I was going to go, it's half the glasses in there. She draws them out on a piece of paper, then gets them made up.
Authentic.
So it's all her own designs. They're not friggin' Chinese mass-produced designer wear. Designed by a billion.
Designer vaginas.
But no, all the shops were being really cool. I played with some little rock balls today.
What are you playing with balls for?
There were some really nice little crystal rocks. No, but there is a thing. But they didn't have what I wanted. I wanted, like out of Jurassic Park, because I had heaps of the clear stone with little fractures
You
in
wanted
it.
something a bit more long and skinny.
No. No, that doesn't work. Thank you for the person who told us about the
Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries, the egg up the bum. So it's not an egg, it's not an oval shape or an egg. Secondly, dangerous. You don't know where that's going to go. No, I'm talking about Jurassic Park. What do you mean Jurassic Park's long and skinny? I'm not talking about dinosaur penises. I'm talking about the guy on his walking stick had the thing with the mosquito in there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? So there was some stuff that looked like, and I was looking to see if there was mosquitoes in there, and there wasn't.
Oh.
Now, hang on a minute. Don't judge too quick.
I'm not judging.
No, let me finish. Every time you walk down the stairs, there's a ball, sort of a glass ball on the top, and you always fondle it.
Always
you do. Every single time you fondle the top. I used to have this beautiful little round stone. No, I'm not talking about my balls. I'm talking about stone. While I'm sitting there doing something and thinking, I just roll it in my hand.
Yeah.
Why do you have to make everything sexual? It's not sexual at all. And I get nice and warm before I put up my butt. No, I didn't. No, it didn't. No.
This has gone downhill so quickly.
No, what I'm saying is, a leader gave me a little rock, and every now and again I play with the little rock. About 5 or 6 months, you haven't given me a rock.
I don't want to.
You haven't. There's 5 or 6 other models that give me a rock.
I'll find you a pebble.
No, it has to be rock.
I'll find you a pebble.
No, pebbles, that's like a half a rock.
I'll give you a pebble. I'll find a really... What are you fondling?
I'm playing with the sausage. Now that we're talking about rocks, I really want to do that shoot where we pull this off the wall and you ride the sausage. We're hoping to do... I don't know if it's going to happen back in this place. You've gone Fruit Loops since you've been here.
This is a Fruit Loop over.
Yeah, you've gone so Fruit Loops since you've been in his house.
Yeah, I like this place.
Obviously.
It's got character. Well, the last place we were in had zero character.
Had 0 towels. So we need a vote on this. So
Yes.
Beck, at like midnight last night, decided to text all her friends, including Jared, who doesn't do the washing and doesn't count, because you're the one who decides.
No, Jared does the washing.
You said it's
I
an
hate doing
old person thing.
Yes, because
It's
I
not.
asked...
Because I haven't finished. I haven't even come up with the story yet. Then you can give your 5 cents of your friggin' millennial-isms. That I don't believe you're a millennial. I still think you're X.
Your generation.
You call me a baby boomer.
You are a baby boomer.
I'm not. I didn't boom. What are you looking at?
Just checking we're recording.
You would never mess that up. Anyways, so I want 2 votes on this. Number 1, if you stay in an Airbnb that is subpar, should you give them a 5 just because you don't want to upset them, or should you tell them where they need to improve to get a 5?
No, I agree.
Right? So if everyone just gives everyone a 5, we're all going to end up friggin' staying in the friggin' modern and beautiful bloody housing commission flats.
Comfortable and modern.
Comfortable and numb. Like Pink Floyd. They'll all be Pink Floyd flats. No, I think it's really important. Same with restaurants. If everyone gave restaurants a perfect score, I don't even know 3/4 of restaurants we go to are pretty crap.
Well, they've left us a review, so...
Doesn't matter. So they can't change it?
No, but I can't see it
Doesn't
until...
matter. We can give them a proper review. It's simple. The place was dirty. Like just a dirty floor. It wasn't clean. It was like cleaned by a man. Agree? I reckon it was an actual male who owns the place.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it would 100% male who owns the place.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it would 100% a single male owns the place.
And he goes around
the lack of anything in the place, like even a bedside table.
Lacking of everything.
Lacking of a TV that's sitting in a bedroom that's not even plugged in because there's no aerial to connect to it.
It was nothing. It was so bare.
And even out in the back balcony porch was pretty dirty and grotty.
It was nothing.
It was nothing. And then so that's the first thing. I believe that without being nasty, if there's any fault, they should never get a 5. They should be a 4. And depending how many faults, they come down to a 3. And I reckon they're a 3.
Okay.
Not listing that they're on the 3rd floor with no elevator.
Yeah, they should have.
For old farts like me that have to carry up 5 bags of 30 kilos. They have to carry
4 bags.
There's 3 of us there, remember?
Thought you were exaggerating.
Got to keep exaggerating. Just see how big we can get ourselves each. So there's the next thing was a little bit dirty. It was dirty. You said the feet was crunchy. The floor was crunchy.
Oh, just because I was walking around barefoot and then I was like, oh, my feet are a bit dirty.
Yes, and the kitchen floor was very dirty.
Really?
And I had to wash a couple of stuff in the kitchen, so I pulled out the plate that had like foods left on it.
Oh.
So it's come down the ladder. The bathroom was certainly not modern.
They never said it was.
It had a granny killer.
Yeah, but they showed that in the photo.
Every time you went to have a shower, I had to go water skiing to go to the toilet. I don't wonder what you do with the curtain, because I had one morning I had a veg shower like for 10 minutes. I got out, the floor was bone dry. I don't know what you were doing with the water.
Aren't bones wet?
Not if they've been sitting out in the desert. It never rains in the desert. So there's a 3, and the final thing, which is a separate vote, is 1 towel per person for 8 nights.
For a week?
No, we stayed longer than a week. It was 8 nights. Yes, shut up.
But I found where the extra towels were. You could have just grabbed one of those.
That wasn't supplied. They put them on the bed. So here we only got 1 towel, but we're only here 3 or 4 nights. That was acceptable for me. They didn't even have a washing machine that you could wash your towel.
Yeah, but I only use a towel a week.
No, I don't. Ew.
And I asked my friends this last night. I was like, pretty much all of my friends that I asked.
You never think that. So what part of the towel do you dry your nuts with?
I don't have nuts. So the next
morning, do you want that part of your towel in your face?
I don't have nuts.
Why not? Boy, you're visucha.
But I'm clean when I get out of the shower because that's already clean.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
If you have a hot shower, you start to sweat.
What? But you're washing it off. You're clean.
But as soon as you turn the water off, you're still sweating and you're wiping sweat.
I'm not.
Oh.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm clean when I get out of the shower, and then I'm drying myself. And I think a towel for a week. I think I change my towels once a week.
No, I'm sure I've always been like 2 towels a week.
Well, you guys are excessive.
No, we're not. Your mum agreed.
Yeah, but my mum lives in, I call my mum's house a display home. My mum's house is clinical. She's an OC. She's like, oh, the house is filthy. And I'm like struggling to find a speck.
I really want to hear the votes come in.
I think a towel for a week is fine.
We'll see.
Everyone's going to think I'm a grotnik. You judged me when I said that a towel for a week is fine.
I didn't judge you. I know that after...
I don't sweat when I get out the shower.
No, it might just be me. It's sort of after 3 or 4 days, the towel has a smell to it. No one knew one.
Well, why don't...
You never sniffed your towel?
You clearly aren't washing yourself properly.
I am washing myself.
I
have longer showers than anybody.
And then you're sweating.
Yeah, because I turn the water up to a foot size.
Well, this sounds like a you thing. I don't sweat when I get out of the shower. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror and sweating, being like, oh, I love myself? Is that what's happening? You're looking at the big sauce.
No, I was just looking at your donut.
Pervert.
This has gone down quickly.
I said that before.
I seriously feel this is a house of fetish.
It's
There's
a bit
little
weird.
notes in all the room about what you're supposed to feel.
Yeah, no, I was going to read the notes.
You're going to read the notes.
There's little things in each room.
So what's with this? Just legs and a boob and a hand and a head.
I don't know. But in each room, they've got a little, a framed note about the design of each room. And the house was designed by Madam K, apparently. So this says living room. Madam K...
Madam K, it sounds like this was a hooker place. She was the madam of the hooker. That's why the pole is in the kitchen. That's why there's balls and donuts and sausages in the room.
Madam K loves to host, especially for Sunday night dinners, where she makes her famous pâté à la saucisse.
Sausage.
A usual guest of these dinners and dear friend gifted her this big smiling sausage.
Where's the smile?
It's smiling. This big smiling sausage that was once used as a scenography for a play in the theatre behind Madam K's home. So that's the story of this room. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming to Bec's Story Time.
And then you've got this pervert cat in your room. It's like
That's in your room.
Oh, is it? Is that why I couldn't sleep? I did feel eyes on me. I just thought you had been
Eyes?
sleepwalking again.
Eyes.
Eyes?
You would have loved that. Eyes.
Anyway.
Anyway. No, I've got a giant ball in my room.
I know. So you're having fun like that before. Now you found it can roll.
You found it.
I can, see you can wake up in the middle of the night, the tram's going past and hearing this marble rolling.
Oh, yeah, it was...
you rolling around on the ball.
That's fun. It's exciting.
That's fun, that's exciting.
I like it. It's good. It's good character. It's so much more interesting than the last place.
Couldn't be much harder. But the other thing is, I can't remember having good food in Geneva. Can you remember? First night we got in, remember we couldn't even find anything open. We went to order off the kitchen, so we're closed at 7 o'clock.
When was that?
So the very first time.
Yep.
So there was drinks up. So of course Bexel just drinks at least, and they had a bowl of Southern up there, and they poured it out.
Oh, and that was horrible.
It wasn't Southern.
It wasn't.
They poured something else into a Southern bottle.
Yeah.
Then that whole trip. Well, no, we did this asparagus like on that horrible day. The next day, when we went to that little restaurant.
Yeah, I remember, and I had some
asparagus
fish.
And the fish.
Yeah,
that was really
nice.
So that was. I can't
remember anything else. And then last year, I can't really remember what we ate.
You're right.
Oh no, I remember we had a really good.
You're unconscious most of the time. So.
I was not. We had a nice burger last year. It was walking distance from where we stayed last time, and I remember that burger was really good. I actually ate the whole thing, which is rare for me. I normally don't order burgers.
Was it a rare burger?
No.
You don't normally order rare burgers.
Well, I normally don't eat. I've stopped even ordering burgers when I'm out because...
I should know that today.
Pizza was pretty average today. But I've stopped ordering burgers when I'm out because I'm sick of being disappointed.
I stopped ordering when I'm out. Well, last night was
really
a little
good.
place down the thing called Yeast Infection.
It's just
called Yeast
It's
Infection.
just called yeast.
Infection. Can't you read? It had infection.
You can't read. You're the dyslexic
Try to
one.
keep me infected.
Oh my god, it was really tasty.
Yeah, the food was tapasy, but it was like tapasy in a Spanish way rather than just a Spanish way.
And
the flavours weren't Spanish, they were more French-ish.
Do you stop touching your sausage while you
look
look at
straighten
me?
that smile out. 50 cents to make your sausage smile?
No.
What? It's a joke, Joyce.
My name's not Joyce.
That's what we say.
The waitress that we had last night, I think she was the wife of the owner / chef.
Was.
And he said that he was half Australian, so... And she was...
Because the other half is Australian. They stitched him halfway.
That was really nice.
Yeah, food was really nice.
It was delicious. And...
We had anchovies, then we had
some little prawn, ceviche on some little crispy tortillas. And
which was really nice. Then we had the
pork. Katsu. And we...
What was the third? There's one thing we weren't as big as
tuna... sashimi tartare thing with passion fruit, which I didn't think the that tuna and passion fruit would go together, but
But there's something else on there that you didn't like.
ginger.
Oh, the ginger. Sorry.
Ginger. Could I have said that any more Australian?
Yes. Try again.
No.
No.
No. Me ug beats.
The adverts.
So Australian. But then, yeah, lunch was a bit of Peter and Bec's food adventures around the world. It's nice.
It's been... Well, Frankfurt...
Frankfurt, we had lots of good things. I think we spoke
Yeah, we
about
had
this the other
pizzas,
day. Last week.
Schnitzels and pork knuckles. Schnitzels and pork knuckles.
Nussel. Snickers. Snish. What was...
What did you... Don't you ever go at me talking. Sorry, I've got this recorded. I am going to make a song out of this.
No.
I can't believe how many friends I have. It's really fun. Have we told this story before?
I don't know if we
It's really
have or
funny.
not.
The song I wrote for Beck in the Kitchen in Paris last year, there was, because we were recording for, that was a YouTube? Or,
I don't know.
Whatever. We were recording, so in between the edits, Beck's always talking absolute shit.
I would never.
That I'd cut out.
Why would
the
you make
actual-
up such lies about me? I know
And
it's so
when I was putting the
serious.
song together, remember there was something she was sitting on the kitchen bench drinking, talking while I was setting up stuff, but the microphones are still running. And I quickly listened to it and thought, I might do a Fred again. I'm going to add some just random vocals into the song. And it was so funny.
It was so funny.
I wish I kept my first version. I don't know why I overrode my first version, but that was the funniest.
So funny. Can't believe how funny it was.
I can't believe how many friends I have.
That's not even what I said. I said, who knew I had so many
So many
friends?
friends.
It was so nasty to me.
Jared laughed when we played it to Jared.
Of course he did, because it was cringeworthy, and I made you to lead all the vocals because it was embarrassing.
You could always come back one day.
Don't.
I hated the fact that...
Hate it.
Hated.
I hate
The fact that
it.
when we were in Port Douglas and you left your microphone on for an hour-long trip, and I would have had all this content to put into
No.
music.
That's like, no.
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 Some of the shit that I talk
I
doesn't...
just would like to share it around.
No, it doesn't need to be shared. I can talk... If talking shit was an Olympic sport, I would be gold medal.
Gold medal.
What are you doing?
Sorry, my microphone slipped, so if I'm very muffled and muted...
So muted. He wasn't saying
muted.
anything important anyway.
No, it wasn't. Pick on me.
Use.
Use.
Well, if it was me that had a microphone slip, I would never hear the end of it.
You have microphone slips all the time. You used to friggin' run your hair through the top of it all. Haven't you opened that bottle yet?
No.
Oh, everyone's going to get to see you.
I have no idea
use-
how I'm going to do this.
This is going to be so funny.
I might need assistance.
No assistance happening
I
here.
might
You
need-
either open it yourself or you don't drink. So she's
Sorry,
got
I
she's got a route
Everyone's going
that
to
she's going
think
to
I'm
open
so
up.
unladylike. I drink and I just said the F word.
Which F word?
The F word.
Focaccia.
Yeah. Everyone's going to think I'm so unladylike.
No, we all know that. We don't need to think. What are you doing?
Trying to get the thing off.
Yeah, it's not like a circumcision. You just need to have it so the cork can come out. You don't need to get that skin completely off it.
This is the bottle opener for those that aren't watching.
So but anyone who's not in YouTube land, it's a piece of root with a screw at the bottom of it.
I have no idea how I'm going to do this.
This is actually going to be quite funny. In fact, if anyone's listening to this car as a podcast, you need to flick quickly over to YouTube to watch this. So I reckon Beck's going to end up wearing it. No, don't twist, just pull. You don't have much power between
No,
your...
I've got no upper body strength.
Come on, pull.
I can't.
What'd you call me?
I can't do it.
Try a bit harder. It's moved a little bit.
It's not. Just
3
do it.
more times it should come. Go. Stretch it.
It's not working. Just do it for me, please. Thank
I feel
you.
like I'm home again.
What?
I just feel like I'm home again.
What does that mean?
Sheree said it's not working, just do it for me.
This is the most disgusting podcast.
Hey, you gave me a... Oh, it's broke. It won't come out. I don't know how you're going to do this.
Fix it.
It's not working.
Fix it.
Fix it.
Do it.
Do it.
Dance,
You're
monkey.
more and more like Sheree all the time.
Oh my god, you were disgusting.
You started it.
I did not start it.
No, it's coming. Look, it's coming.
Just stop it and open my wine.
I'm just pulling the... Why would you buy such tight friggin' wine?
Thank you.
If you
Why
suck
would they
it,
not have a... Smells
it's
fine.
corked.
It smells fine. Why would they not just have a regular old bottle opener?
Why not? This is a cool bottle. Look. It's replicating the banana smile. Sorry, the sausage smile. You booked this place.
I know, 'cause it's funny.
Don't pick on the rest of the world.
I prefer the twisty ones. Or the ones that can get
That
some...
was a twisty one.
No, like then you do the thing. Like, you know,
The thing.
you twist it, then you do like the...
The chook dance. You sit there and go...
Or the ones that you can... And then you like put the thing and then you do this thing.
I have no idea what you're
It
playing
makes
shit
sense.
on.
Okay, sorry. Backlink. It makes sense in my mind.
My microphone's slipping again.
Oh, well, would you sort it out? Would you stick it?
We had some tape up
Yeah,
here,
it's
didn't
right
we?
there. It's in front of you. Would you open your eyes?
I'll tap it. Well, all the effort to pull your cork out. It's pulled me
It
microphone
made you
off.
sweaty. Maybe you should
Made
have a
me sweaty.
shower.
I've only got one towel, so I can't.
Need your 3 towels. Feel sweaty showers. What are you...
I'm taking... This is going to be really horrible radio, by the way. Sorry about the static, but they're playing heavy metal music.
No, we'll just stop.
So I've got to do heaps of editing because your microphone keeps falling off me.
It's not mine. It's yours.
It's mine.
It's yours.
So,
So...
what was next? What have you brought to the table?
We did... There's actually really good light in this place. We did a really
Oh,
cool...
we've got nice light now. We should be shooting now. Why are we doing this podcast with this amazing light coming in now?
Because you said we have to do the podcast.
Huh?
Because you said we have to do the podcast.
I don't mumble like that.
I wasn't mumbling. I said we have
Enunciation.
enunciation. No, we have beautiful light now. There's really cool light in a lot of this places in this.
I like it. There's not many places in apartments. You tend to have light in both ends. And I stuck you in the floor in the middle of both lights and illuminated you.
Illuminated.
Got to keep them illuminated.
The illuminosities.
Yeah, so what were you talking about?
I was just saying it's got really cool light in here.
Oh.
So we did a shoot and we had a bit of a play.
We put you on your donut.
My donut. I really want to get my donut.
Sorry?
I want my donut.
What do you mean you want to? It's too... You can't lift your donut. If you can't open a bottle of wine, how are you going to lift your donut?
I don't know if I can lift it. I don't know if I can roll it. Keep rolling it. Oh shit, no, it's actually really heavy. I can't lift the donut. Sorry. Suz fam.
Suz fan.
I tried
Just trust
to-
it. It's just a big furry pink donut
Oh, excuse me.
that weighs a lot.
It does, it's really heavy. It's really cool though. I like it. It's comfy.
I sat in it. No, it just feels like a toilet. I just wanted to poo when I sat in there.
Ew.
Well, it just feels like sitting on a toilet seat.
I don't like fall into toilet seats when I sit on
No,
them.
but when yeah, but you're skinnier than me.
I've got hiccups now.
You could nearly go through that hole, I think.
I have hiccups now.
Oh, so Beck has a trick to stop hiccups. So you hold your nose, you pull a stupid face, you move your fingers, you take another breath, you move your fingers, pull another stupid face, get a double chin, and try not to laugh.
So the trick is you hold your breath, count to 5,
Don't dare hiccup.
take another breath in and then count to 5 again and it's gone. Remember, Anne kept getting hiccups and I told her the trick and every time it worked. It works.
It worked. It didn't work once with her.
She didn't do it properly. If you do it properly, it works.
So before we left the Frankenfurters, I got to shoot with Sophia. Not the Sophia from London, which
Another
I told
one.
everybody that she was in. Did you see when I posted that she was in Frankfurt? And
Wrong
all these people
Sophia.
go, oh, Sophia's in Frankfurt. Why didn't she contact me? Because it was a different Sophia. But in Boringville House, I still managed to get some really cool shots. But the thing I really enjoyed about that, I'd only ever shot at the workshop.
But you really got along with her. And
Yeah, no, her look was really good, and I did some training, and she was sort of over the top about the training even during the workshop. So when we said we were coming back, she she only got back that day or something.
She'd been in Canada visiting her cousin.
So we did a shoot, and we haven't edited anything yet, but we got some really cool pictures. And it was, she said it was the first that she shot with that's let her model the way I taught her how to model. Every other photographer will go, hold, hold, hold.
Whereas she's tried to apply.
She's trying to drift and get eyes. And not hold. I don't want something amazing. Just hold that face and I'll take something average.
I thought it was really cute that she said that everything that she learned just from working with, only worked with you last year on a workshop, never shot with her, for your stuff. But she said she learnt so much, and then she's told all of her friends who are models everything that you taught her. I thought that was really cute. She was lovely.
Well, you wouldn't have heard because we were in
So I was
my room.
doing my work.
You were doing your work, and I went into my room, and it's really funny. She goes, so what can you teach me now? What else can you teach me? So I did all the little tiny things like hand behind the back, squeeze your arm, all those play with your fingers, all those silly, stupid things.
Silly stupids. That was really cool to catch up with her again because I really enjoyed meeting her and working with her. And it's hard when we travel because I remember we used to contact agencies and say, have you got models available for test shoots? Peter's got, because I know that you just love to shoot, but then I'd contact an agency, they'd send me a package of models on a dick pic and say these models are available.
Why would models send you a dick pic?
No, I said the agencies would send me a package.
There was one guy in the workshop that actually said to me, you wanted to see a dick pic?
And showed you a picture of Mark Zuckerberg.
He showed me a picture of Mark Zuckerberg.
I think you mentioned that last
I did. I still laugh about that though.
It was funny. But then
off you go with your packages.
But then we'd have a look.
A package like this thing?
Yes. And then we'd look through the models that they said that were available and I'd schedule, we want blah, blah, blah. And you'd have 3 or 4 test shoots a day, and they only go for a couple hours, but at the same time, it's you don't know this person. And then 3 or 4...
I used to be able to get great shots. It just all of a sudden changed.
But I've just noticed even you, when you've got to have that same conversation 4 times a day, every 2 hours with a model that you've never met
trying
before.
To get them out of the Macarena, trying to get them to drift.
I just could see you getting more and more I can't have this conversation for a full time today.
I still find that if I look back at the previous time I was in Berlin, the models I had then were just to die for. And when I was in Milan, I had Maya Stepper, I had... there's 8 or 9 amazing models.
The first time I went to Milan with you in 2019.
No, I'm talking about... in the first time, yeah. We had Natasha. Natalia.
We had Sarah. Sabrina. There was Christina, who you really liked as well.
And what's her name, who I'd already shot before? Sylvia. And I had Tess there. So, look, we can't match those. And the first time I was in Berlin, I had Bella, Erica, so who'd you say? Hannah. There was another really, I can't think of her name. And I had Ellen and Jay.
Yeah.
So I had a whole heap of really good models there.
Yeah. Whereas now it's hard because you don't... I mean, those models are travelling all over the place, so it's
Well,
hard.
no, back then there wasn't, the e-com hadn't kicked in.
Well, yeah, ecom, yeah.
So they were doing a little bit of e-com, but most of their
Most
work
of it
wasn't
was-
e-com.
Proper fashion. Proper.
Proper.
Whereas, yeah, now if I ask an agency, you're going to get sent models that are basically doing nothing but e-com. And like I said, you're going to have that same conversation and hope that you can get something out of them. And then there's...
Yeah, even some of the models we get now and then for workshops, and it's like, why have you sent her out? You can't tell me she's a... Like, in Australia especially.
No, I wouldn't say over here. No, I'd say never
more in
in
Australia.
In
Oh, no,
Australia.
the odd one. Who's the odd one that just...
I can't think of any.
You can't think of any.
Because over here there's a fashion industry. In Australia there's no fashion
I'm not talking about...
industry.
But in Geneva... What's with the pull of the face?
Well, we don't... The workshops here aren't run by us.
I
so
know,
I don't
but-
have a say in that.
But even, all right, so go to Zurich.
Again, I've
We don't
never
run
run. So...
Yeah, but I don't really think they have a fashion modelling industry. We've stumbled across the odd one like Deborah and a few like that who are really good. But as a general, of course you go to Milan, you go to Paris.
Yeah,
go to
because it's
London.
places... And I think we had this conversation that we were thinking about where to go in America because we had a few people suggesting, why don't you come here? Why don't you go there? And we were like,
Well,
it could be cool to go there. But then it's like that my brain goes into organisation mode where I'm like, okay, cool, we could go there and run a workshop. But do you have any photography studios? Do you have any modelling agencies? Like, who am I going to...
certain in Montana they have.
How
Like
am I
down near the Bow River or the Snake River, I'm certain there's got to be some models and agencies.
Am I going to find models and agencies or like a photographic studio with like professional equipment for you to work with? It's...
Someone could build one.
Yeah, but...
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to... So my brain instantly goes to that. When people suggest it, we go places, my brain instantly goes to, right, how am I going to do the logistics? Especially if we've never been there before.
All right.
Especially if we've never
No, I'm listening to you.
been. You're
You're
listening.
just killing a whole heap of my ideas of where to go.
What?
Well, I want to do the Andes.
In South America?
Yeah.
The mountains?
Mountains. The Himalayas. Surely you can find some models up in the Himalayas.
Some goats.
Some goats. Cheese goats.
Nah.
We could do...
It's a fucking goat.
You can't say that word. You'll get us cancelled. It's just a goat. If nobody's seen it, we can't link it, so I don't know how to link it, but it's whenever I'm feeling shit, I watch that video.
This little kid that's looking out the window and she's like, Mum, it's an effing goat. And Mum just starts laughing. She's like, no, it's just a goat. And the kid's like, no,
Mum, it's an effing
goat.
She got so much shit over that.
Oh, well,
I saw there was a thing
tough
about...
titties, grow up. People swear.
Oh no, she was getting canned so bad for letting her kid talk like that and then showing it in public. Gutter mouth.
Oh, whatever. Grow up. Grow up hair.
Next she'll allow her to drink.
Kids
him to drink.
swearing. Kids swearing's the funniest things. Funniest things.
Until you own your own kid.
I own.
Yeah, once you own your own kid, you get more embarrassed when they walk in and it says, "There's a effort."
No, what did your grandson with the...
Shopping trolley in a hardware store? Would you hurry up, old lady? Or something
Because
like
your
that.
son-in-law was driving to the hardware store and there was and he was stuck behind a car and was like, would you hurry up, old lady? And then in the hardware store, Peter's grandson has his own little cart. He's driving, he stops behind someone and goes, would you hurry up, old lady?
Trained well.
I love kids. They're so funny. Maybe I'll have one
Maybe
or
you'll
two.
have one or two.
Maybe. The idea of pregnancy and childbirth disgusts
So
me.
what What don't you like about something growing inside of you?
Fingernails growing inside of me. That's disgusting. I don't want...
They're not going to be ripping you from the inside
What
out.
if they do?
We're not talking about friggin' aliens.
I don't know. I just find it really alienish that a thing... If I was rich...
What about ending up with really saggy boobs? And what about milk coming out of your boobs?
Paris Hilton had the right idea of getting a surrogate for both of them.
Well, doesn't most of the Kardashians do that?
Oh, apparently they can't. Apparently they've got
They
problems.
can't, yeah. They are, yeah. They got problems. They got problems, all right. Friggin' Kanye made it so big they can't even hold it. Is it? No.
It's Kanye.
Kanye. Well, he made it so big.
Is Kanye going to play an Ibiza?
Yes, he is. We're going to be there for Yesterday Land.
Oh my god. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll have kids. Maybe.
You'll have kids.
Maybe. We'll see.
I've known about 6 or 7 people, and then hanging in the next minute. They got a football team. You're just popping out everywhere. It's like putting popcorn in a pop, 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 pop.
Oh my god. Maybe I will. We'll see.
You'll make a good mother. I
my
can just see you at 3 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Kids coming out. It's bedtime.
Before we left Australia, I went to hang out with my mum and my sister, and my sister just starts screaming out to me from mum's room. She's like, "Bag, help!" And I'm like, panicked, and I go running in, and she's trying to change my niece, who's nearly 2, and she had done this massive poo, and it was very disgusting, and it was like all up her back, but my niece thinks it's a game, and so she's like Shannon's trying to change her nappy, and she's just like wiggling around. She's like, "I need you to hold Bonnie," like...
Yeah, see, this is when one towel is not enough. Sorry, you can't keep reusing that towel.
Sorry, did you do poo all up your back?
I might have. As we get old, we get a little bit incontinent, you know that.
I'm not cleaning poo off your back. You disgusting person.
Remember when you had to operate on my back in New York?
Oh my god.
And then you did it really bad and left a stitch in, and now I've got an ingrown stitch.
That was traumatic.
It was traumatic for me. You're going, this is actually better than popping blackheads.
Not.
You were pulling the stitches out. You said it was more enjoyable than popping blackheads.
No, I didn't. I said it was uncomfortable.
Rubbish. You were getting a lot of fun. You had a knife in my back. You go,
No, I felt
this is fun.
Oh my god. Yeah. So for
never.
For a crumb of content. No. I was about to say for a shred of content. For a crumb of context.
Beck sitting on my back with a knife, sticking in there going,
Peter had this, like, big cyst on his back, and he had to go and, like, get it surgically drained, and then had to get these stitches, but he was like, "Oh, we're about to go to America," and they put stitches in, and they were like, "Well, you need the stitches out in, like, a couple weeks or whatever," and Peter's like, "Oh, my assistant can do that," and I'm like, "I'm sorry,
originally Rara said she would do it, and then she didn't.
and then she bailed on it.
Yeah, I can't remember why.
She bailed on doing it, and then all of a sudden I've got to take stitches.
Sit on my back. You didn't have to take your clothes off the side of my back. I don't understand that, but you got your knife out and you're digging away, and I heard,
It was so... I was like, this was not in my job description.
I think it was.
I don't think...
I'm going to look at the fine print.
I don't think taking stitches out of my boss's back after he's had a cyst drained was part of the job description.
I think it was.
When
Well, the amount of what you get paid, I think we need to add that in there for that.
I think fine.
So we can add it.
No. Actually, no, we should... we should get paid more. Sorry, that was a really bad sentence. I should get paid more for doing things like that.
You get paid heaps.
Yeah, but not for taking stitches out of your back.
How hard? You were having fun doing it.
I wasn't.
You said it was like popping blackheads.
No, I didn't.
I'm certain
because
you did.
Rara was meant
You're pulling it out and you're Oh, so satisfying.
No, because Rara was meant to do it, and then she bailed, and then...
Why'd she bail?
I can't remember. But then we'd left it too long, and then, like, your skin had started to grow over the stitches, and so that's why I had the knife, is because I had to, like...
digging the crap out of them and just stabbing.
And you're like... And I'm
so
like,
it's
well,
like,
I'm
what's
sorry.
the name with the knife in the eyes? You're doing that to my back.
Well, I was trying to be gentle, but we left it, and it was really uncomfortable, and then you would, as I'm, it was really uncomfortable times in my life. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk about that.
Is that the most uncomfortable? I think the times you made me uncomfortable was so much worse than that.
What? When?
Sleeping in my bed, walking in my room at night.
Don't make it sound like this.
Well, I'm not lying. Yeah, end of
Making
story.
it sound
listen,
really...
you talk. Now talk about something different.
Because you're a couple, this and the other, and then you're like, oh, you sleep in the bed.
We're not a couple. See, we're not a couple. So you're trying to... Well, you're going to get that stitch out, are you?
Oh my God. I think this might be our most downhill podcast.
Well, we're under a happy sausage. What do you expect when you want to do a podcast underneath a happy sausage?
I thought it would be quirky.
Quirky. Oh, my God.
So quirky.
So quirkies.
Quirkus. Why couldn't have this been the 100th episode?
Because we weren't underneath a happy sausage. We're in Frankenfurt.
And now we have a Frankenfurt. Touch the sausage.
So where's our next podcast?
We will be in Milan.
Milan. Oh,
Milan.
pizza.
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 I'm kind of annoyed. I normally... Actually, go back to the food. Sorry, we haven't really spoken
Pizza.
much.
Nice to meet you, annoyed.
I'm always annoyed. Normally, I get skinny when we go to Europe because I can't find nice food. But I found really good food and I'm not losing weight. And I wanted to be skinny for Tomorrowland.
Have they meant to talk to you about that?
And now I've just been eating heaps.
At least Adobe's got a new AI liquefy tool.
Oh, you love your AIs.
And you just type in Kate Moss and you just...
But they don't have... So the thing with...
And
I've said this
you just got to pay
before.
more for yours because it's like... Once you use it too much, they charge you extra. Serious. The new AI model on... One of the AI models on Adobe, I think I was reading, that once you use it over a certain amount of times, you get charged per use. Anyway, they've been cancelled. They got in a lot of trouble. They did legals stuff. Legals, and everybody's paying out on them, and their shares are supposed to have dropped friggin' heaps. Serves themselves right for being... Why do companies have to... I understand that you've got shareholders and directors and all that, and we need a company to be successful, but what point do you say we made a really good profit and we shouldn't try and make a bigger profit next year because otherwise now we're just ripping people off?
Because they're greedy.
The shareholders are greedy.
Yeah, they're greedy.
But then you've got the CEOs that come in and say, if I hit these marks, I get an extra $2 million. But like Qantas, I'll completely destroy your company just so I can get these big friggin' bonuses and do so much damage to the company when I'm gone.
I'm greedy.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
I hate it.
I can't understand. I do understand with investing and things like that. But if you're getting better return than what you'd be getting out of interest for your bank, that's a reason why you would invest. Anyways.
I've decided to
invest in smiling sausages.
Have you?
Yes. Well, I think everybody feels really happy. When I look at this picture here, it just makes me happy. I think every house needs a smiling sausage in their lounge room with a green couch. I think the green couch really sets it off. The palette. Someone went to a lot of trouble to put this palettes together. And then you go and sit there in black. Destroyed it.
Yeah. It's me. When did I have washing today? Like, do you have any whites? No. Have you seen my wardrobe? I think I own like 2 white things in my entire wardrobe. It don't exist. I have to wear white on my wedding day though. No, it'd be
No,
nice.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
You could wear brown.
I've already bought my dress.
You could wear brown.
No.
We can tie-dye it.
No, it'll probably end up red by the end of the night, knowing me.
Claret. It'll be claret coloured.
What's claret?
Oh my God, you don't know what claret is.
What's claret?
Are you serious? You've got no idea what claret is. And you call yourself a red wine drinker.
I do.
So I'm not going to go any further with this. You need to ask your mother dear what claret is. And then you can find out how...
I was meant to FaceTime Mother Dear this morning and I didn't. Whoopsies.
You're sleepings.
I'll FaceTime her tomorrow.
You pretended you weren't sleepies, but I got up, had a shower, did something else, and then I went to try and find you some freshly hand-squeezed oranges, and a virgin squeezes the oranges into a glass. I was trying to find out for you. They don't do it here.
I did wake up multiple times, and every time I tried to get out of bed, my body said, no.
That's what it does every morning.
This morning was
Then I went
extra.
down and got a hairy cut from someone who couldn't understand a word I said.
And they did your eyebrow. How did you tell them how to do your eyebrows?
How?
Yeah.
I pulled my pants down, I bent over and said... I showed him the bald and I wondered...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It was very hard communicating with him because he didn't know any English.
Well, you don't know any French.
Yes, I do. Oui. Coq monsieur.
It's fine.
What?
It's not.
Oh, so I thought that was from when you go to the bathroom and they say, what's that in my ass? You go, cock monsieur. Isn't that how that came about?
I hate this podcast.
I'm not very good with history.
I hate this. This is...
I don't understand geography and history. It's your
People
fault.
are coming
You
to
set this up.
me. No,
Yes,
people
you
are going
heard.
to be like, what the hell's wrong with you two?
I think they already know that.
Yeah, but...
And if they don't, come to a workshop and you'll find out. Someone did say that they want to see me do a tutorial on me attending my workshop.
How would that work?
I don't know, but I just said it'd be super disruptive.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't...
act like a child.
You do anyways. That's you.
I've had some fun the last couple of days with the child thing with you.
I hate it.
Watching you cringe on the train was so funny.
I hate it. No, it's like...
That was so funny.
It was not so funny.
It was really funny.
It was not funny.
You need to sit in my seat and you'd see where the humour was coming from.
No.
Yes.
No. It's not funny.
Oh, we haven't got
menace.
stress head here. Like she arranged it so we have literally 12 seconds to get from this platform to this platform and take 40 kilos of luggage. 5 bags, 40 kilo bags of luggage and get them onto a train in time. But then the train swaps its platform, so you've got to run from one end down here, then the full end back up that way. At least you found me a lift. I'll give you that. I didn't have to carry him up and down stairs. I will give you that. Well done. We get on a train, we just settle. She goes, I think we're on the wrong train. And I just watched her stress and stress and stress. I knew the whole time we were on the right train because I saw a sign she didn't see when I was loading the bags in. It had all the stops and where it was going to. But you didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
That was
we were
so
trying to
funny.
help. And then we get on the train and the train number, I was looking on my phone of what I've booked and they'd changed the IC number. It was no longer what it said that was booked. But I was like, but wait, it's the right platform, it's the right time, it's got the right final destination. But then the only thing that is displayed is the next stop. And we weren't getting off at the next stop. But I was like, but why is it not showing other stops? What if it's only going to that stop and then the final one? Oh my God, what if we're on the wrong train? Why is it the wrong number? Oh my God. So I freak out.
That was so funny.
But then Peter fixed it because we had reserved seats in our reserve. We learnt that if you reserve
I
seats,
saw that
it
even when we
says,
sat down, it even had that up there.
And so you...
Because remember the old
how
couple...
long were you going to let me suffer for?
Only a couple more days. The old couple, remember they were trying to push past and then they took forever to get in their own seats. Mm-hmm. They wanted to take our seats, but I pointed at... They're not theirs. So I already knew they were our seats. If we're on the wrong train, they're not going to make a double mistake going, oh, these two idiots from Australia are going to get on the wrong train. Let's put their names in there to keep confusing.
It wasn't our names.
Oh, sorry, the destination.
Yeah.
The from and tos.
From and tos.
The from and tos. It was pretty funny. And then trying to find a food cart. So it's a double-story train and Beck were going up one story, down a story, up a story, up, and we cannot find it everywhere because she kept on getting us to go up a story where it was actually on the down a story. We finally found it.
Why do you make me sound like the worst person in the world?
No, my previous assistant was worse than you, so. Hopefully she doesn't listen to our podcast.
That's so nasty.
Well, that's why we had to get you.
That's so nasty.
So imagine what level she was if we had to get you to come and fix things.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I think it was 4 or 5 times I tried to fire her and gave her a pay rise. I haven't pulled you into my office yet and said we need to talk. I've suggested we do just to scare the shit out of you. Even the best thing to do to Bec is say, we need to have a meeting, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yes, honestly. I have anxiety. You can't do that.
It's the best thing ever.
Why? Why tomorrow? Well, why not now? If you need to talk about something, why can't we do it now? Why does it need to wait till tomorrow? Why don't we just talk about it now? If clearly you've got something on your mind and clearly we need to speak about it, so why don't we just do it now? Like, why? Because then I'm going to go home and I'm going to sleep and I'm going to be like, oh, could it be this? Could it be that? What could it be? Could it be? No, surely it couldn't be that. What could it? What could it? And I'm going to do that. I'm not going to sleep. It's rude.
Bonus.
Rude. That's rude. And then I'm going to come in all cranky.
And I'm going to say, yeah, I just want to talk to you about, I reckon we should start drinking time at 3 o'clock rather than 3:30.
You're such a pain in my assholes.
I've never been there. Leave me out of that.
You screw yourself.
No. I think Jim Jeffries would even have trouble with that thing. I think he might try it to see if he could get that into the egg and then pull the egg out, but I don't know. I'm certain someone has tried. Like, I know a couple of doctors and heard some horrendous stories. Don't look at me like that. I haven't tried to recreate any of them.
Are you sure? I don't want to know. I had to dig stitches out. I'm not digging anything else.
It wasn't near my butt at all. It was the upper part of my back. Pervert. Anyway, I did have someone, I'm not going to talk names or anything, he told me a story about, he did like radiology. He told me about 2 gay guys that came in, just kept giggling and laughing, and ended up asking him to put his hand somewhere up around the chest and he could feel the vibrating up near the heart. And he's just gone, just got ambulance straight away, no, this operation, you're going to die. And these 2 guys were just giggling, thinking it was all funny.
Oh my God. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So I don't suggest you.
Anyway, well, that's a nice note to end things on.
I'm just pre-warning you.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Sorry, this was a very weird...
You're apologising for making me do a podcast under a smiley sausage.
Sorry, this was a really weird podcast. It was.
It's your fault.
My fault.
You take full blame.
Why? For the sausage.
Sausage. Sausage party. Maybe we'll see you next week, or maybe we won't.
No, we will. Why wouldn't we?
After this disaster, I think we'll be cancelled.
We'll see him next week. See you in Milan.
Milan.
Milan. Bye,
See ya.
guys.